This is the Benjamin Zulu Global. Welcome our viewers from all over the world to the home of the Heartmans. We're converging to learn together because when you know better, you can do better. And a better life is what we all want. Better work life, better family life, better personal life.
When I saw this topic, mixed signals a woman gives a man when she only wants him for the benefits, I laughed because I remembered a time of my life when I had given someone mixed signals. So for me, it was because I really liked the guy. There was a lot of chemistry, but our values were misaligned. So at that time, I was probably staying with the hope that I can, evangelize and convert him to my value system.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to this topic. Let me read something from Dating Right, and then I give it to you. So in Dating Right, you talk about someone that has perfected the art of pretense and living a double life. I'll just pick out a few things from that chapter, but read the whole chapter once you get the book if you haven't already. Benjamin says, the most dangerous person is one who has perfected the art of pretense and living a double life. They have the guts to be a leader or serve in church and still be philandering in clubs at night or having blatant affairs. If that's the case, run. They can't be true to themselves, neither can they be true to you. Just have nothing to do with them. So this is, I saw that as the mixed signals you're talking about. And just before I give it to you, make sure you get yourself a copy of Dating Right and all these other wonderful books by Benjamin Zulu. Make your order through benjaminzuluglobal.com. You'll find the prices there, you'll find all the details there, and other products you can get. Some are free, some come at a fee. So find out more about Benjamin, all about Benjamin on that website. And you can also download the app. I saw someone saying they've downloaded, a number of people have downloaded the app and they're loving it.
Yeah, it's doing very well.
Yeah, so mixed signals. I know I've given you a lot of things. Pick it up from there.
Yeah, and we need to continue helping brothers to decode women. Because the cultural idea is women are impossible to read. When they show us the book for reading women, they usually draw it impossibly huge, and that's part one. While men, complete version, is portrayed. And I think is that perception of how hard it is to figure out what a woman means. But Sigmund Freud gave us hope. Said nobody can keep a secret.
Yes.
If they don't say it with their mouth, their fingers, their body will say it. Even if they try to keep quiet, you watch them, over a period of time, they will tell on themselves. Today we are telling guys how ladies tell on themselves when they are not serious with you. And men have been taught to pursue women and overwhelm her with love. And women love it when you're trying to overwhelm her.
We love it.
You go all out, and sometimes even her girlfriends will encourage her to jaro zao ni manufaa. Just stay there and enjoy.
Yes.
And even sing songs.
Yeah, the clan also, the mom, the sisters.
The goodies. When you come here as a generous guy and you're putting your generosity in front, eaters will be very happy.
Yes.
To eat, and they will warn the daughter not to interrupt the eating.
Yeah. Take care of that man. He's a good man.
So when a man is not educated on how to moderate his giving, he will become a victim to the worst form of female predators. And because they are passive aggressive, they are indirect. That is why he is the proposer of the relationship. Sly women lead you to fall in love so that you can start investing, hoping to convince her, hoping, and you continue. And because not all of them have principles and character and truthfulness, they will use you. The rule number one sign is called dangling carrot. Dangling carrot is when she keeps the promise of a possibility close enough but still too far out of reach. You can see she throws those hints. She will requite your affections. Queen Elizabeth I was a master at that skill. she became queen and decided to give up the idea of getting married for the purpose of leadership. When you married, the one you married became king. Sometimes he would interfere with your life.
Yes.
So, but she didn't tell anyone. So she wanted people to court her and see if they want to marry her. So when she's being courted by the dukes of France, she strikes a deal, a treaty for peace between England and France. Now, while being courted over there, she uses that to strike a deal of peace to advance England.
Yeah.
Before people knew, even Parliament would discuss, she is nearing menopause, she should get married and get a child for the purpose of the heir of the of the kingdom. And they would send the committees. She never refused directly. So she played the dangling carrot so long and made people to just please her by giving goodies, good trade deals and all that, hoping to marry. Because if you marry into that, there's a lot of benefits.
Yes.
And because she's a virgin, good lady and all that, it was political manipulation, but women still use it today for emotional manipulation. Okay, later she still died a virgin. She never gave them a direct heir. They had to pick somebody like sibling and all that. But she led England to high levels of prosperity that are still unprecedented. The UK those days, unprecedented. For her, it was political. Women still play politics, and one thing I want you men to know is that when she entertains your affections without any commitment, the dangling carrot that she entertains and she keeps enjoying, and many of them enjoy the attention, the affection. When you're a passionate guy and you're just giving and going out and investing and being creative and thinking about time, how many people have somebody so devoted? So the dangling carrot of women is when she keeps
like moving her target.
Yes, a moving target of, it's like you thought now we are coming there.
Let me do this first. Let me do this project first.
In fact, this first group, before that one is, you can identify it, we are coming there.
Okay.
But this first group doesn't pin to conversations. It's just receptive of your love. Flirting, flirtatious, romantic. And because when you're in love with a lady, you exaggerate everything she says and her gestures.
Yeah.
You have closed in. Brothers, be careful not to close yourself in on a lady whom you're not sure. You zoom in on her images, you focus on her features, you listen to her voice in your ear. These phones are very unnatural. They cause a lady's whisper to come to your ear. That's too close. Oh my, so romantic. Doesn't happen that way in real life, Careful with this phone, brothers. Put a speaker and put it here. Small things here. And then she's there, and then, the video call?
Yeah.
And then at night, bedroom atmosphere, and she's in bed. And and all that. Oh my. You imagine bedroom.
You go there. You go there next to her.
Our room. Exactly. And you set yourself on fire. You get obsessed.
Yeah.
You get obsessed. We came up with 3 effects to avoid, because they exaggerate emotional connections out of control. Darkness effect. Avoid talking to her in the dark. So, past watershed, avoid it. Those phone calls, bedtime, avoid them.
When you're still at getting to know each other stage.
When you're still pursuing her, she has not accepted.
Okay. But I also want to trick her as the guy. I also want to trick her into accepting.
That's what we think.
By talking to her at night.
Yes, that's what we think. We bring the conversation to bedroom to imagine how romantic we are such and this kind of women know how to play you at your game.
Okay.
The other thing, so there was darkness effect, closeness effect. If you are sitting close in a bus or in a car or all that, that intimacy, being each other's, fragrance, the breath, the body touch, that is very insinuating. Brings a lot of superficial intimacy. People fall in love with just sitting in the bus for a long time, in the airplane for a long time. There's also the flying and foreign effect. When you're flying, when you're away from your land, both of you, the connections can be very superficial. We just notice what was exaggerating our perception. So we are saying the rule is, when you notice that she keeps you hoping, but you never quite get to pin her, be careful. The next thing is, when she has accepted to be exclusive, but she does not accept for moving to the next level. Many of them will come all the way to become your official one, the official one. You wanted marriage.
Oh.
But as she say, April, August, January, March, and all that, for reasons: family, career, something, masters, something.
There at masters.
Something. A plausible explanation.
Yes.
And because you have already set your mind to sometimes even visited this home and the other one, sometimes women are very confused. The world tells them, don't drop a good man. Wait, your love will come. So she knows she doesn't quite love you. She doesn't feel you in a deeper way. And women have two personalities that are very distinct. If she doesn't see you in a romantic way,
Yes.
nothing will ever happen.
Yes.
But you are such a good package as a person. She's hoping her love will cooperate.
She's trying to zoom you
Every
in.
person she asks says, you better not leave. We are waiting. If you drop, we pick up.
Okay.
So, some guys are just good. Good package. Composed. So the lady goes to imagine being the father of my kids, and he enjoy, he'll be such a good dad. Such a good provider. So
Yes.
reliable. So her safety instincts, feminine instinct to be safe. In case of problem, this man can lift the weight. Can keep us safe.
I slightly disagree with you. I don't know if this is personal or if it's, I can, if it's blanket. I really feel that the love does come if you hang around, do stuff together. There's some bonding that happens.
Yeah, there's some bonding. Thank you for that word. But the deeper soulish connection should be a spark from the time we started talking in the direction of becoming soulmates. Before you approach me or start talking personally, we may just be general acquaintances around church, around community, around neighborhoods. I might have seen you around, but I may not even have pictured you in that frame. That's why men will pursue a woman and she falls in love, and she was not in love before. When you introduce the idea, she can feel the spark. She weighs you versus the long term of life. Many of them take a while to weigh other parameters. She may feel the chemistry. We are discussing today when other parameters are in place and the chemistry is not there.
It's not there.
So that chemistry never comes.
Right. If it didn't come already,
Yes,
it's not
the
going to come.
spark, the chemistry, the vibe, you don't feel. So you can really force some superficial thing, but it's very temporary.
Okay.
And it turns out to contempt. The person becomes a bother. Some of the things you do with the person you love, when there is no chemistry, become contempt. Very annoying.
Yeah.
They don't return your gestures for connection and all that. So men don't know when to pursue a woman until she falls in love, and when to realize that she just doesn't see you that way. It's that point of connection that I want to warn brothers. When she keeps postponing the date, there's a deeper reason she's not telling you. The deeper reason is you are not exactly compatible. You just have a very alluring package as a person. If as a guy you have a very alluring package, you need to be aware of it. Men are not self-aware that they are being the prince, you are the prize.
Yes.
You're packaged so well like a prince, you are royal, you're faithful, you speak the truth, you are hardworking, you keep time, you are caring, you listen, you're compassionate, man. You are not born that way, you made yourself that way. How did you journey so much to become so patient and understanding and not be aware that you are the prize? How many men have gone that long distance to control themselves sexually, to control themselves not to sleep with anything? Because you are desired by many women, but you're able to say no. How many men can do that? How many men show up at work and they call consistently, they care, they show, they come through, they keep their word, they go through inconveniences to help, to lift the situation. If you are a brother like that, you are the prize. Keep that in mind.
Okay.
And that know that even a woman whom you desire but does not like you, who hang around, trying.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
So when you see that perpetual postponements, call it off yourself as a man. When you call it off, she may come back running. Now I've decided I've made up my mind. That hesitancy is proof that she doesn't see you that way.
So even if she says, no, it's okay, we can do it tomorrow.
Yes, brothers have made that mistake. You notice red flags and you leave. Then she comes running back. Sometimes they even come running back after they had refused to even talk to you. And after you go, why do women come running back when you stop pursuing? Some they just have self-doubt that they lost something good. Others don't like it when you're the one to call things off. They're so egotistical. They want to be the one to end the
Yes.
Others feel pity. Were they so rude? They're trying to say... it's never love. It's just the dynamics between that man. It's never love.
Yeah, true.
The original behavior is always more sincere. These others are cover-ups for other social reasons.
Okay.
The other sign is unexplained leave of absence, when she's unreachable for hours or even days, and the only reason is my phone was down.
Yeah, some flimsy reason.
You know?
Yeah.
We went to a place without network. No notice, nothing. And she's comfortable to stay away for so long. But because she wants to keep you on the loop, she checks on you.
Oh.
She wants to lose you totally.
On the 4th day.
Yes. And with all this fake apology, I know you looked for me. And then they disappear again. And they disappear again. Then they reappear again. Then they you know, they come, they disappear. There's this newspaper that picks beautiful girls for the model. Once a week, something like that.
Yeah.
A Swahili newspaper. But they always pick college kids, young kids. But whose young body look like they're grown and they're model. This is their hobbies. They're just a 21-year-old. So many guys would be deceived into thinking this is a dateable woman.
Yeah.
That's what you're going to experience with these young kids. Because they are unsure of what they want even of themselves. They don't even know themselves to any depth. Should be disappearing. She knows you're a good guy. How I didn't guilt here, coming back, no. Overwhelmed here, confused there, crying here, unsure there, affectionate today, attentive, crying.
Up and down and all over the
You
place.
can tell insanity is a sign of immaturity.
I love that. Insanity is a sign of immaturity.
Yes.
I think sometimes the guy will just overthink it and spend all his time trying to...
Is it that somebody else? Is it somebody else? This girl is at the exploration. She doesn't even know who is who. She's in a maze. Oh.
Yeah.
And I see these people who play these loyalty checks. And so they're reading. Whenever they go to these young people, this is not cheating, this is exploring.
Oh.
This person hasn't found themselves. And because they have no boundaries, they sleep with this, flirt with the other, crossband. They don't have principles, they go all the way. Exploring for a healthy person is just conversations, not coupling. So they're coupling all over.
Exactly.
And you're saying, no loyalty here, nothing like that. Many of them actually are forcing themselves to feel like they're in this relationship to appear like, you know, they are like other people. To appear like they're single and you know?
Yeah.
This is to say, whenever you see unexplained absences, it's because this person has not found themselves and what they want. One sign to know, even if you are 38 or 28, it's very common for people who are still very young in life, but it's also common for people who have never stepped out into life. If you come from over-sheltered home, your developmental milestones will be delayed.
Really?
If you are not allowed to go to the shop, to the mall alone, you always investigated and you felt the watchful gaze of your parents over here above you. And to keep the peace, you avoided talking to the outside world. You're going to reach 28 while you're still 18 socially. No best friends, no connections, no groupings. You were so limited, you were so suspected. It was so cruel and cold. Parents used you as a puppet for the image and you dare not shame them.
Yeah.
For a long time, we thought, is there some superstition behind children of pastors? Why do they go this way? Children of ministers. Why were they going the other way? It was very confusing. And having no explanation, people just give it superstition. But came to realize many times, not just ministers or people, but people have an image to uphold. They forget to be just relational.
Yeah.
And they become controlling. So the child rebels in reaction. It's about how you balance freedom and the rules and control, and then you train them to be self-governing gradually as they grow with age.
Yeah.
If even at college somebody was checking your phone or calling you 72 times, forcing, and you in the university, you feel suffocated, and either you give up and live a very isolated life. So you are here in the world, but what life were you trained now? And you're 30? Isolated life. It was dangerous talking to the opposite gender. It was dangerous even opening up. It was risky. It always followed punishment whenever you went socializing.
Yes.
And as a result, you never mingled with people enough to develop connections that can move you around. Connection, the friends from primary school and secondary school who you showed up for each other in birthday parties and events, they're the same friends today in college, but you are denied the chance to interact. So what happens? You will know you have a lot of growing to do socially when you tend to disappear when things are getting warm and close, although you like it. One lady put it very well, said, I dejected this guy so categorically, although my heart wanted him. When he disappeared, I cried. I ran after him. I said, I don't want this. And I told her, it's because you want it, but you're afraid of it. That's the difficulty. You are trained to fear being loved because you're always punished. Whenever a guy smiled, greeted. It was already indecent and shaming. And you're punished. So now seasons have changed. You're no longer that child. But the conditioning, do you remember the software, the programming? Until you face those programming, they continue being active in the background, running in the background, and running your life. Whenever you see a lady who disappears unexplained, she has not learned the consistency of showing up, and she has not healed enough to want to invest herself. There's a risk in loving. There's some stamina required to be consistently present emotionally. Many people have not built it. They were over controlled. The home was too strict. They were not given the room, or they are yet to know which path of life to follow. Some people have just not settled on a path of life. Which values to live by, what lifestyle to aim at, what kind of language they want, what kind of respectability, what kind of abundance they want to live on. When you meet a person who is blank on the lifestyle they want, they will accept anything, but when a better one comes, they'll also jump to that one. Brothers, stop mistaking it that way. Brothers come to a lady who has no form, no structure for her life, and then you introduce this better life than what she had, and she's happy.
Yes.
You transport her to a better neighborhood, give her better money, better class, and she's happy you have improved her life. And now you think she's being loyal.
In love.
That's very, very naive.
Okay.
When a better life comes, you'll also consider it. When a better guy brings something else, you'll also consider it. Don't promote people to a life they did not have or they did not aim for themselves. It means they have not excluded other options. They have not finished exploring. You will feel betrayed when you just promoted a person to a level they could not contain themselves.
That's true.
Yes.
What mixed signal is associated with that woman who is unformed?
One is being a yes to everything. A woman who is clear has limits and knows what she can take, what she doesn't work with.
When she says yes to everything, it even looks now like she has no mixed signals. It's so clear it's a yes for her.
She's shadowing you, and you feel your ego enlarged and stroked and massaged.
Yes.
But she has no individuality. People who are reliable have a direction and individuality.
Can a man tell?
Yes.
How?
Even the first conversation, the lady will tell me, I can't do a person this and that. I prefer this one. For me, I can't do this. Conversations, people give you what? Ideology. Remember the big word?
Yes, ideology.
Ideas that they organize their life by. When you notice that she's just going with what you like, supporting that direction, supporting the other, and you can't tell what is the bare minimum for her, she has not structured her life. She can be a people pleaser who was trained to silence her will, to just do what parents want. People pleasers are very difficult because you hurt them without knowing because they don't speak up.
Yes.
They become resentful one day, they blow up and surprise you.
Yes.
They usually don't speak up, so they just blew up. They battle, they blow up. Or this person was just not learned live and chosen the path to follow. For example, the language they use, the kind of friends they want, what kind of timings to keep at home, what kind of home they would like, which direction. what sacrifice are they willing to pay for particular lifestyle? So, because you're the proposer, you're the one to pay the price. When a man goes to a woman who is not formed, he will propose the direction and finance it, and she's just joyriding.
I think there's something there that a lot of men need to be empowered in.
Yes.
Because many men will find themselves, when they fall into a trap, it will be that woman who has no coming from her.
One guy was a high-ranking professional who had gone national school, finished university, then met a girl who was just in her formative stages, selling in one of the stores. He was buying things. So they just click, and he's drawing lines, and the lines are accepted. It's a prince. When you knock doors, they will open. Will you go in? Before you knock doors, be careful. What if they open?
Yeah.
So this drawing, flirting, knocking doors on women's lives, be careful.
Yes.
Some people will just open.
Yes.
What will you do?
Then you find that you're lost.
Yes. So he came confused in a way that is years or travel, because this girl doesn't say no to anything.
Yes.
My friend, how can he say no to a prince like this one? That prince would go to the village and find a stranded girl who's working as a maid and marries her. She is happy to be airlifted.
Yes.
To another life. She cooperated everything for the sake. This is better by far.
Yes.
But can you trust that person? Eventually their own wishes will come up. Their own desires will come up. So this guy was saying, but where is anything you want? Yes. And if I want her now, she'll drop everything and come. She'll find somebody to stand in for her for 2 hours and come running.
Wow.
He's saying, but where?
So was he disturbed?
Yes.
Okay, by just that energy?
Yes.
Okay.
If you don't have limits, if you don't have wishes, if you don't have force of... So if a person is just shadowing you, you feel like you're still alone, although they're with you. Because you don't sense their independent mind and their contribution and their addition. So the thing here is to say, when a person has defined where they are going, they're going to be consistent because they have chosen you after a criteria. That they are not just falling for you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. That was a powerful show. Mixed signals women give to men. We talk so much about mixed signals men give. So today was quite insightful. Thank you all for watching. See you in the next episode. Bye.
This is the Benjamin Zulu Global. Welcome our viewers from all over the world to the home of the Heartmans. We're converging to learn together because when you know better, you can do better. And a better life is what we all want. Better work life, better family life.